Hello, today I am going to deadhead this Gertrude Jekyll David Autsin climbing rose. You can see there are no flowers on it at all right now. It did already go through its first flush of flowers. They were bright pink, beautiful ones. So I'm just going to get into my tight space here. I have so many things growing around it. This big tall thing is a sunflower growing next to it. It does have a lot of thorns, so you want to be careful. Here you can see that they are dead. And if you look, you will notice that there are no more buds on it. So what we want to do is you're going to cut to promote, new growth and more flowers, because it constantly flowers all summer, I guess. So see how this leaf underneath here has 5 leaflets on it? You want to cut right above that, or you can even go down to the next one here, as this one also has 5 leaves on it, and you can cut there to stimulate new growth. When you cut at the 5 leaflet area, like one right before there, it'll promote more growth. Like here I deadheaded and I had just cut off the tops of the flowers, but what I'm going to do is just cut down a little bit further to the next branch here, and I'm putting them off. I have a wind chime right here, sorry. I'm putting them off to the side so that I can pick them up after. It's a little crowded up in here, so I don't want to I don't really want to drop it on there and then have to pick it up on the floor. So this one only has 1 bud. Not sure if you can see that. Just going to cut down. This one is 3 leaflets here. Nope, that's 5. We'll cut right to the next leaflet. So if I start from the top, make sure we have some new buds coming up and it's not just stems on the top. I'm going to cut down. See, this one had only 3 leaflets, so I cut beneath it because the 5 leaflet thing started there. Not sure if that's clear enough. I hope it is. I'm kind of falling over, but I'm still going to cut it there. And then back here, cut this one. They're growing behind the trellis too. Finish back there. And I am wearing my rose gardening gloves, the ones that come up further, so that I don't get poked by the thorns. Some of these are also, you'll see they have some spots on them, which I'm not too happy about. I don't know if that has something to do with circulation or what. 1, 2, 3 down here. I got a 5 leaflet right over here, so I'm just going to cut to that point. And down below, try not to push the sunflowers over in the back of me. I'm going to cut here. And here's a beautiful one too. This is dead, so I'm just going to cut that off while I'm at it. Okay. And it's important to deadhead your plants to promote new growth, and just so that the plant isn't putting any more energy into something that's already flowered. Like to put out seeds or anything. You don't want that if your plant does that. Keep crashing into the sunflower back here. one down here. And also looks like there are maybe some caterpillars or beetles or something eating the leaves, which some people don't like and will spray for it, but I'm okay with it. They're not killing the plant. They also need to eat, these pollinators and such. We've had some crazy weather here. It's almost the end of June. It's 6:22 today, June 22nd. And it's only like 65 degrees out right now, which is kind of different. So the plants, I think, have to learn, they're adjusting as well. Normally now it's in the 80s constantly, and it's not doing that this year. This one has a lot of thorns on it, so got to be careful. Different angle, maybe I'll see if I missed anything. You can see kind of here where I deadheaded the individual flowers, so I'm just going to cut off the whole stalk down to this 5 leaflet batch back here, if you can see that. See, these were where the individual flowers were, and instead of cutting it down here, I cut it down to the next 5 leaflet thing. Here's a leaf fill that seems to be getting a little sick, so I'm going to pull that off. What I need to do is get some type of, well, I do have this green floral tape, but try to tie in some more of these up here so that it grows on the trellis, or maybe get a better trellis. I did make this one back when this plant was very, very small. I was like, ooh, I'm going to try to do this myself. Just bought some bamboo sticks and tied it together in a trellis shape. But I'm thinking now I can use a nice wrought iron or metal one. Stronger to hold this up anyway. And it gets very windy here, so, it also wouldn't move as much as this one does. As you can see, I'm just pulling on it and it's quite flexible. Moves everywhere. Okay. Oh, I've got down here. Not sure you can see this. Maybe I can bring it on up. Look out, sunflower. There you go. So, I'm going to cut down to here, because if you look at these, this one does have 5 leaflets, but I'm going to cut there. Very small. This one, I could just cut this off, I think. To the next 5 dead branches down there. I may wait until fall time to snip those off. They're way down to the bottom. Ow. I shouldn't say ow, it didn't hurt. This glove works well. Keeps them all out. It's leather. This is like hard canvas up here. So I just got caught a little. Caught. Okay, so that one's done. This is the Gertrude Jekyll David Autsin Climbing Rose. And now I believe it will, it's in good shape now to start sending flowers again. We should be getting some more rain soon, the next few days. So hopefully that will stimulate some growth. And, within the next couple of weeks, I should have some more flowers on this beautiful climbing rose. Next, I will show you this pumpkin patch heirloom rose that I have in here. Okay, so this one now is called an pumpkin patch heirloom rose. It's a floribunda. I don't know if you can see all the teeny tiny little flies and other things on it. It starts off as a very orange bud. Let me get over there. I have a lot of other plants in this garden bed, so I gotta work my way around them. So as you can see here, it starts off this beautiful orange color. And then when it opens up, it gets almost to this faded orange. And as the rose goes on, it turns into this lighter pink color, which is, I think, all the stages are just gorgeous. For the moment, because there are so many buds and flowers on here, all I'm going to do is get rid of almost like the single flowers that have flowered. This one here, I can actually get rid of the entire, down to this stem here. If you can see there, it's a 5-leaflet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to cut right there, because there's another beautiful little bud about to open down here. I'm going to do the same for this one, which means I have to cut a little bit lower. Just going to cut to that point. If I look over here, I'll find this one all by itself. It's already kind of breaking off, actually. Just going to cut it off. So pretty. This one's faded, falling apart. I'm just gonna, so pretty though. Just gonna cut it. This is a 3-leaflet here, so I'm going a little bit further down. See, so I cut off the 3-leaflet, went to a 5-leaflet one. Over here, this one's kind of dead, and all the petals are about to fall. So I'm gonna help it out, help it along. And then it's going to cut it down here. When this is all done flowering, I will come back and cut a little bit further down to stimulate more new growth, because this one also will send more flowers if you keep up with this. Dead. There's another beautiful one. Cut that right off. Ooh, sorry, I sent a bug flying there. And then I believe that's it for this bush. Pumpkin patch, floribunda, heirloom rose. I think that was good. That's easy enough, right? Looks good. Hi. So I'm going to be doing some much needed deadheading of this here rose. It is a climbing rose, and it usually has a whole lot of flowers on it. As you can see though, they've all died. And now this particular rose actually creates rose hips, so these will turn a bright red color, and all of these buds here, all these roses that are gone will do that. Now in the fall time, that's great because the birds do love coming and eating it off of the rose bush, but right now I don't need it. It's only the end of June. We still have, I don't know, a day or two left of June, so I need this to flower again. They won't flower straight until September or so, so I'm going to deadhead these. Now I mentioned before that when deadheading, you want to go down to where you see the next set of leaflets. I will show you this as I start deadheading and talk about it. So if you're looking at this particular rose, dead, I would need to cut this off here. It has a lot of thorns, so I'm not going to touch it yet because I don't have my gloves on. But you see how there is this one set of leaves here that's 5, so it's a 5 leaflet thing. I would actually cut down to that point. So this one only has 4 on here. So I would also get rid of that. So what I'd do is I'd come down and cut way down here so that it starts, the next growth will come out from an area right above a 5 leaflet node. So then if you look at this one here, if you can see it, if you look from the top, this here has 3, this one's also 3 leaflets. So I would go down to probably this one, which has 5, even though it looks like something's been chomping on it, but it's okay, and I would cut right here. As you can see, there's some new growth coming out here too, so it's perfect. So I'm going to do that through this entire plant. As you can see, it has a lot of, it needs a lot of deadheading. And this will promote new growth. It will stimulate the plant to send more flowers and not go to seed or rose hips or whatever these will become, so that I'll just have more flowers. Show you this one here. Look at this one. Let me put my cutters down. Do you see the little buds on there? These things? So this one unfortunately doesn't have a 5 leaflet set of leaves until way down here, which means I would be cutting off those buds. So in this case, because they're already growing, I'm just going to cut right here. Look at these, super dry. And kind of underneath in that corner there. Kind of would look pretty in arrangement, I imagine. Okay, so I did have to climb to the top to get some of the ones that were up to the top. I want to show you the size of the thorns on these. Some of them, they're kind of big. So it's good to wear proper gloves when you are deadheading or pruning a rose. But now you can almost see. Hopefully I didn't miss any, and if I did, I'll just go back in and pull them out. You can kind of see that something has been munching on them, but that's okay. It's not killing the plant or anything. My shadow again, but it looks much better, and hopefully this will stimulate some new growth now. And within the next week or so, hopefully it'll start, sending some new flowers. So I hope to be able to show you guys that soon.